Hello, guys, and welcome to another play along. It's been a while, I know it's been a few weeks. I wanted to do this weekly, but you know what they say? I don't know what they say actually, but when life comes at you, it comes at you like at full speed, something like that. So, yeah, it's been really, really busy for me, and it still pretty much is. So, I want to get this video out today. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do one next week, but rest assured, the week after that, there should definitely be a video. Um, Also, at the end of next week, so that is 11th of June, which is Saturday, um, we will finally release a new map called a community world, which I probably have spoken about this at some point during this, like on my YouTube channel. But if not, if you know me from Twitch or Discord or whatever, you probably know about a community world. So it's a map which will have like 100k locations, and it's handpicked. A lot of people in the GeoGuessr community have worked on it, and yeah, I'm really excited. It's been in the works for like 7 months, so uh, that'll probably be ready for the next play along. So I don't know, maybe if I record a play along next week, then it won't. But in any case, you shall find um, challenge play along links for Community World coming up soon as well. Um, and then there's also going to be other things that will be announced with the release. So I'll talk about all that when the map is released. But for this video, let's get into this. We'll play 3 games. The idea is to learn through playing the game, which I've talked about in the previous episodes, which you haven't seen. You'll probably be a link somewhere for it. And so yeah, basically the challenge links will all be in the description. You can click on the link, play the challenge, then watch my perspective, and that might help you realize how I made my guess. Maybe you can take something from that, or maybe you can tell me something that I did not maybe realize during it. So let's get into it. It's somewhat educational, but also fun. So let's do this improved world. I don't even remember if I used to put a time limit. I don't think I used to, so improved world, no time limit, no moving, but panning and zooming allowed. Let's see. Challenge, invite friends. Let me copy this link. All right, and let's go. All right. So hopefully you've finished this round before watching this. So okay, firstly we have the sun in the south, which should tell you that you are in the northern hemisphere, as I've mentioned a few times in the previous videos. But secondly, you have this pole here, which is the biggest hint. You can see it's like an octagonal pole. It's got like the shape of it is like that. So that is usually found in Mexico. Now sometimes you can get like similar looking poles in Philippines, but I think they have holes on the top, which you don't have in Mexican poles. So I think that's the difference, but there might be more differences which I'm not sure about. Um, but in any case, if you know that you're somewhere in Latin America or just in the Americas, which by the way, yellow lines in the middle are a good indication for, um, and you see this pole, then you know you're in Mexico, which makes sense with driving on the right. The signs are on the right side. This sign, a green sign with a white border and like this text, like thin like horizontal sign. I mean they're not always thin, but like these thin signs at least are also pretty like Mexican, so that also helps. And also you have a Gen 2 camera which has a circular blur on the bottom and like on top. Um, and nowhere in South America has Gen 2. Well, Brazil has a bit of it. I think Arch might also have it. I'm not sure, but maybe not actually. I don't think I've seen it. But in any case, usually it's very uncommon in South America. So if you know you're in Latin America and you see Gen 2 camera, then you are in Mexico. Well, 99% of the times. So we should be in Mexico. It's pretty dry and flat. To be honest, I am really bad at region guessing in Mexico, but it doesn't look dry enough to be like up here. Maybe it's like somewhere here. I don't think there are too many mountains in this area, so maybe it's somewhere here. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm not too good at region guessing this. Ooh, never mind. I was completely off. So we were all the way up here. Okay, fair enough. If you got close, then well done. Nice job. Let's go to the next round. Okay, this looks pretty tough actually. Um, the sun looks like it's in the south, so we should be in the northern hemisphere. One thing important to notice here is that there's no antenna on the Google car. Um, and in Europe, you do get it in some countries like Spain, Italy, Serbia, NMK, Slovakia, Norway, and some of these, but most of Europe tends to have an antenna. So if you don't have an antenna on the car, it's a good idea to consider North America. And this sign right here looks like an American sign to me, a yellow diamond-shaped sign. I think it's more of an American thing. I don't know if I remember seeing it in any European countries, but yeah, I'm not sure. And then secondly, you have these mailboxes or post boxes, which are also more of a North American thing. So I think we should be in North America. So either Canada or US. Definitely not Mexico. I don't know where to guess. I think this looks more US to me than Canadian, but that's just based on vibes, to be honest. Like, I don't really have any good reasoning. I could be wrong about it. Mm, I'm not sure if this is a US only sign, but I don't think it is. I think down here it probably says the speed limit, which might help if it's like miles per hour or kilometers per hour, but whatever. I shall go somewhere in the US. It's probably Eastern US for sure. I don't really know, maybe Virginia or something. Delaware. Okay, that's not too bad. I'll take that for how little information we had. Um, all right, here's the next round. Sun is kind of in the middle. I think it's like in these cases, it's not really worth trusting the sun. Like it's kind of south, but like sometimes it can like be baity. So you shouldn't really trust it too much. You have an antenna on the car, but I think the most important thing here are these dashed lines and just the super dry landscape. Also, in the distance there, you have like a French-looking pole. Um, and then you also have a black number plate. So all of this points towards Tunisia. So these dashed lines are like French dashed lines. And if you if you realize like Tunisia has both French and Arabic. So you see like French poles and whatnot in Tunisia as well, French lines. So that's the big hint. I think in the distance there is a follow car. Maybe not, but in Tunisia you tend to have a follow car, and if you don't have a follow car, it's usually on this island of Cherba. But I think in this case we do have a follow car. So we could be on this road because we can see water right here. Also, it's important to note that most of the coverage in Tunisia is just like it's like along this main road that goes all the way like this into Jerba. So from Tunis to Jerba along like the A1 pretty much is most of the coverage. So So like if you're guessing Tunisia, don't guess like here, here, here somewhere because there's just no coverage there. Anyway, I shall make my guess based on this road angle and the fact that there's water. Let's go somewhere here. Oof. Further north, but right idea. So let's keep going. Ooh, a lot of corn. Interesting. What is this? Sun is in the south, so we're in the north. We have an antenna, so we're probably in Europe. White road lines also makes sense. But there's double white road lines. I'm not really sure of this one. Double white road lines would usually mean Greece. I mean, it can also be Poland, but I don't. Ah, is this? No, I don't think this is Poland, is it? The Poles are not Polish. These wooden poles are more common in Greece. So I'm thinking Greece, but it's like really weird for Greece, no? Super flat. Maybe it could be like Bulgaria or something, but do you get wooden poles like these everywhere? I'm not really sure of this one myself. Um, I might try like a flat part of Greece, but yeah, I'm not really sure on this one. We'll see. But I'm mainly basing my guess off of the double white lines and wooden poles, which are pretty common in Greece. Yeah, let's figure it out. No, it's Romania. Wow. Okay, fair play. Well done if you recognized it. Um, I guess that was a bit weird for Romania in my head, but well, the road lines and the poles were a bit weird, but like the landscape makes sense with all the fields and it's super flat. So all of that makes sense. But yeah, with the road lines and stuff, I didn't really consider it. So nice job if you did. Next round, Sun's again not trustworthy. We have wooden poles, we have yellow lines, and we have like a triple yellow line, which is interesting. I don't know if that means anything, you know? Maybe it does, and I don't know about it. But I think we should be in the US just because of these wooden poles, yellow lines, and just the landscape, I guess. That house looks North American as well. Um, it's pretty dry, so maybe Texas? I don't know. Let's see. Oh no. All the way in Oregon. Really? Wow, okay. Well, I really need to get better at US, don't I? Hmm. Are they the Oregon lines? Because sometimes in Oregon you get like widely spaced lines, but I don't know what's going on with the line in between. So if you know about it, let me know in the comments. I'd like to learn about this as well. But that's it for game number one. Well done if you got a better score and if you learned something from this, um, then I don't know, good for you. What's the next map that we should play? I think we can try out. Um, I don't know. I want to try out like a different map, but now let's do a. I can't make up my mind. An arbitrary world, maybe. Sure. Why not? Let's do this. An arbitrary world. Um, Let me create a challenge link. All right, and let's go. Okay, so here we are, round one. Sun is in the south, so we're in the northern hemisphere. But you don't really need to see any of that. You see this pole? It's like a cuboidal pole with holes all the way from the bottom to the top. And you know that you are in Thailand. I mean, sometimes you can get the pole also in Laos, but Laos does not have too much coverage. So you know it's Thailand. This pollard is also Thai. The yellow line in the middle is also more of a Thai thing, I'd say, than a Lao thing. Um, and yeah, just a flat landscape, pretty dry. I'd say it's maybe out here somewhere. Let's see. Oh, that is not what I expected. I wonder if you could see mountains and I just missed them. But north is usually pretty mountainous. All right, let's move on to the next one. Looks like we're driving on the right. It's a divided road. Um, the sun is kind of in the middle-ish. Don't know if it's trustworthy. Um, interesting. So we have a red commercial plate and long white plates. So this should be Brazil because of this red commercial plates are pretty common in Brazil, as well as this, which is the black back of a sign. I think I've mentioned this in a previous video as well, but yeah, the backside of the signs in Brazil are black. Um, green road signs are also common in Brazil, and the only thing weird about is that there's no yellow line in the middle. So that's interesting. But in any case, we should be in Brazil. There's also some language here, I guess. But I don't know the difference between Spanish and Portuguese, so I can't tell you. Um, and then we've got like these kind of rolling hills-ish. Um, so I'm guessing this is. It's not like too many rolling hills. It's kind of flat. I'm guessing this is like maybe just Sao Paulo, to be honest. Or maybe like here in Rio, because you get like a bunch of like rolling hills in this area, green hills. Mm, okay, let's try something like this. No, it's just Sao Paulo. Yeah, should have just stayed with my gut. Oh boy, I don't think I have too many hints on this because I don't know about this myself. Um, we have a pole here, and I feel like this is a pole I should know and I should recognize, but I don't think I recognize it, which is not good. Um, but I think this is this a Borneo Malay pole or is this an Indo pole or is it a Philippines pole? No, I don't think it's a Philippines pole. I think it might be an Indo pole to be honest. Don't have any car meta. Um, I guess we can see a bit of the side, but don't know if that means anything. Um, there's water there. You can see like the coast, I guess, which kind of eliminates. I mean, it not doesn't really. I was gonna say it kind of eliminates Borneo Malay, but I guess there's some places where you could have like this. Where does that actually fit? That fits quite well, no? But there's no way we're here, right? Where would we even be? Unless we're on like this road or something. Should I try that for the pog factor? Because that kind of fits. No, okay, it's just an Indo folded. Alright, so yeah, makes sense. Oh, I would not have guessed this island though. I would have probably gone like Sulawesi or Kalimantan. But yeah, now I know, and now you know as well, that this is an Indonesian pole. It's something I should know by now, to be honest, but I'll blame it on not having played too much here recently. But anyway, Indo, fair enough. Let's go to the next round. All right. Ah, man, this seed is just really, really wants to take away my points, doesn't it? Sun in the south, so we're in the northern hemisphere. Yellow lines in the middle, so we should be in the Americas. So US, Canada mostly, because these trees look pretty northern, not southern. I'm leaning Canada here pretty heavily, mainly because of these trees, like these birch trees, I think. I'm not sure if they're like a different kind of tree, but yeah, just look like Canadian trees. Not sure where. Like maybe this pole tells you the province. I'm not sure. Something Creek Ranch. That kind of sounds like a US thing, no? Hmm. I mean, if this is US, it's probably like Maine or something, you know? But I think it's Canada. But I couldn't tell you where in Canada. Can't even see if there are front plates or not. Maybe like Quebec or I don't know where else. Ontario maybe. Ontario, Quebec, something like that. Or Maine. Hmm. I'll go with my gut feeling with Quebec and let's see how it goes. I don't know which highways have Gen 4, but let's try this. Oh my gosh. Well, I got the Canada part right, but completely off on that one. Man, this game's really not going well. That is not good. I guess this transformer makes sense with BC, but I'm not really sure which provinces have like a cylindrical transformer thing. But BC I know is one of them. I don't think Quebec even has that. I should have thought about that. Okay, well, mistakes were made. Oh my, dude, what is the seed? Such a horrible seed. Um, sun in the south, yellow lines in the middle. So again, US or Canada. Um, like just based on the vibes as well, you can tell. Leaning more US on this one, but I couldn't tell you where. It's kind of flat, feels kind of northern as well. Or does it? Or is it actually southern? Wait, like these trees, I think are a bit more southern. Those ones especially. Hmm. Alright, I'll try like here somewhere, I guess. No, I don't know. Here. Okay, well, not too bad, not too far off. We were in North Carolina. I would like to believe that most of you beat me in this round because I did pretty bad. That silent one was pretty embarrassing as well as PC. Others were okay, but yeah, I could have definitely done better there. So if you have any tips for me, let me know. But if you did get any tips from my gameplay, then I'm happy. Um, let's play one final game. What map should we play? Let's play. Um, you know what? Let's play a skewed world, no moving. So skewed world is meant to be played at NPC because it's panned away from the road. But if you play it no moving, it kind of defeats the purpose of it. But it's still a good map anyway, so why not, right? Um, let's save this link. And yeah, let's go. Skewed world, no moving. All right. Starting off with Brazil. And the way I can tell is sun in the north, yellow lines in the middle again, driving right, and then you have like this reddish soil, very common in Brazil. Also, you have a Gen 4 camera, um, which in South America you only get in Brazil, Argentina, and also newly Chile. Chile got Gen 4 recently, so. Um, but yeah, this kind of reddish soil, you know it's already going to be Brazil. And you know it's South America because of the yellow lines, as I said, usually are in the Americas. And there in the distance you also have Brazilian pole with indents on it, so that also helps. And yeah, now that we know we are in Brazil, Um, Need to figure out where, and um, I think that tree in the distance there is a piranha pine. Um, Even though the name is a piranha pine, it's not always going to be piranha. You can also get it in like neighboring states and whatnot, but this area kind of makes sense with like how flat it is, some mountains in the distance, so that kind of makes sense. I'm willing to try it. Let's go here. Ah, okay, maybe I was wrong about the piranha pine, but Mato Grosso makes sense. Even if I like didn't think of the piranha pine, I would have probably been here somewhere, so that's pretty much the same guess. All right, next round, what do we have? We have this poll, which is already gives you the country, um, and that is Turkey. This is a classic Turkish poll. It just remember the shape, to be honest. If you see this shape, you know it's a Turkish poll. It's different from the Hungarian, Romanian, and Polish polls, which also have like gaps in them, because it's just like really two narrow, thin, thick sticks going down. So yeah, if you see that, it's Turkey. Um, this pole top as well is oh wait, that's not a that's not a pole, is it? No, that's not a pole. But yeah, I guess that's the pole top I'm talking about. Is also a pretty classic Turkish pole top. So um, tops and bottoms of poles make sense. Turkey can have no antenna, so that's also a good hint to consider Turkey in the options. But yeah, if you know the pole, you don't really need to worry about anything else. These buildings look Turkish as well, which makes sense. But yeah, where in Turkey? I think like kind of north makes sense to me, but can't really put my finger on this one. Like the north is usually a bit more mountainous and green, so I'll try there. Okay, that's not too bad. Makes sense. And 182 kilometers, I'll take that. So that's a decent guess. Let's move on to the next one. See, this is what happens in a skewed world. You just see this. Uh, but now that we're playing it no moving, we can look around and see what's going on. To be honest, I'm not sure of this one. We are driving on the right. We have an EU badge, and I'm pretty sure we are in Turkey again. This time I don't see a Turkish pole to show, but what we do have are these white bollards in the middle, which makes sense for Turkey. Turkey has like those white bollards with like a red stripe on them. Don't see the red stripe, but at least see the white bollards, so that makes sense. But even more than that is this. This is, I'm pretty sure, a Turkish road marker where it tells you the road number, as well as some other info, like what part of the road you're on. So if you're playing moving games, this is what you are looking for. And yeah, again, no antenna, so that's a reason to consider Turkey. And yeah, these kind of like trees and landscape makes sense, I think. So I'm gonna go Turkey, but it's pretty dry. So usually if it's dry, it's like this part down here is quite dry. And like looking in the distance, like I almost want to go like down here, like downtown Syria, because I don't know, like just it just looks really dry to me. And these trees, I don't know what they're called, but also look really southern. So I'll try it. I could be wrong about this, but see how it goes. I shouldn't go all the way down here, should I? Okay, I should have just guessed Batman, dude. All right, but yeah, I went for a bit of a poor guess, but that's fine. Had the general area in mind, so that's nice. All right, next round, and this looks almost 5K, but to be honest, I don't know. Sun in the north, so we're in the southern hemisphere. And you don't really need to look at anything else. You see these signs and this bollard. This is a New Zealand bollard, so you know instantly that you're in New Zealand. If not, you see these yellow signs. It's just road names, damn. But yeah, these signs are also New Zealand. They also have this signpost, like a thick white signpost. And yeah, like these kind of mountains, trees make sense for New Zealand. But yeah, there's plenty of hints to bollards, signs, mountains, sun in the north, whatnot. So keep all of those in mind, and they shall point you towards New Zealand. Now, I don't know if this is North Island or South Island. I want to say this is North Island because of like these kind of hills. I wouldn't be surprised if this was somewhere in the South Island. Why how Runga? I wonder if that's anything findable. I'll take a quick scan, I guess. Why how Runga? It could just be a road name, but maybe it's named after a place, who knows? Wishful thinking, but we'll see. Oh, okay, so I'll just go somewhere, I don't even know where. Here, maybe. I don't know. No, it was South Island. Ah, that's why Haurunga, you could find it actually. I mean, you need to scan for a while to find that, but okay. So yeah, see, like these mountains I'm not familiar with. Like South Island has like these massive mountains here and then a flat part here. Like these kind of mountains I'm not too familiar with and they often get me. So well done if you recognized it. Nice job. Let's move on to next. Interesting NMPZ, but this could be a 5K, I think, actually. Alright, so sun, like forget about the sun. You don't need the sun here. We're driving on the right, and like you have like these Asian like looking architecture, these mirrors as well. So that should be enough information for you to know that we are in Taiwan, because of the countries that have like coverage here, like Japan has coverage, South Korea has coverage, but Japan drives on the left. Hong Kong, Macau also like driving on the left, and South Korea and Taiwan both drive on the right. But this can't be South Korea because, well, firstly, there's an antenna. Um, in South Korea, you usually don't get an antenna on the car, and at least not a long antenna. And that's like really common in Taiwan. And yeah, um, other than that, I think the biggest hint here is this statue. I'm pretty sure that these statues are found in Kinmen County, which is also a part of Taiwan, but they are found on this island as far as I remember. I hope I'm not remembering the wrong island, but I think it's meant to be here. So let's see if we find something that fits. I mean, that's not it, but am I wrong about this? Man, I was so certain that this was. That's not it. Not a ferry terminal. Here? That doesn't look right. That looks like the ocean there. Huh. So maybe I'm wrong about this being Kinmen County. So is it Lianshan County maybe? I kind of don't want to give up. I want to see if I can get a nice little 5K here, but I don't think it's here. Hmm. If I don't find it, then I'll just guess, but that's a bit of a shame then. Huh. Like maybe this thing doesn't show, but isn't that a bridge? Is that a lighthouse or a factory? I'm not sure actually. Okay, well, I think I'm spending too much time. Don't think I can afford to spend this much time on one round. So I'll make my guess. I really wish I could have 5K'd this. It's really nothing that fits. It should be something like this, but facing a different way, you know? Um, Man, that is sad. Could it be Pengu? But I don't think you get these on Pengu. Yeah, I'm just gonna guess. I'm wasting too much time. It is Lianshan County. No, I should have looked here more. Right, but that does not make sense in my head. Ah, so the bridge just doesn't show, I guess. But you could see the road bending here and here, which I guess you could have made it out based on that. Okay, well, that's how I did 19K. Hopefully you learned something from this. Um, if you have some tips for me, I need to get good again. I'm getting pretty bad, I think. These 3 rounds were definitely not my best performance. So um, anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and yeah, as I said, I will upload uh, the next play along either next week or the week after. It really depends on if I have time. Because yeah, right now it's pretty busy, but yeah, I shall see you guys for the next video, and yeah, thank you for watching and playing along. Bye bye.